Hey guys, so this is going to be a review of DW Fitness First in Derby. So this is the first gym that I've actually tried out, which is on the high-end price. And this is located in Pryor Park, like right at the bottom of, of Pryor Park. So from my house it is around an hour and a half to walk, which is insane. But yeah, that's the point where that's the stop off where I point out is where I cannot walk an hour and a half after a gym session. Like I can walk that far to the gym, but to walk back it is painful. Guys, it is painful. So what I do usually, I'll go into the membership and then get into the actual gym and stuff like that. So the membership, so they have three different tiers because they also offer a student tier, which we'll get to in a minute. So they have fit tier and then fitex tier. So with the fit tier, it's just a basic one, so you get unlimited classes, one trainer led session, and 10% off at DW Sports. So if you did not know, DW Fitness also has a store as well that sells obviously gym clothes, accessories, stuff like that. So you get 10% off. For that price it is £35. So that's the basic monthly price for this gym, so you can tell how pricey this is going to be. Now with the FitX, it has multi-club access, so you can access different clubs in different areas. Like say you go to one in Derby, you go to one in Birmingham. That unlimited classes, priority class bookings. Obviously, you'll get priority first if you're on a waiting list or something like that. I'm not necessarily know how that actually works. 2 trainer led sessions, ongoing one-to-one check-ins, 20% off on in their store. So instead of 10%, you get 20%. You get exclusive mindset and nutrition content, and then every Friday you can bring anyone along for free. So that's a good perk. For that is £38. And then for the student one, which I think is a bit of a bummer, it's the same as the normal basic one for like £32, but you'd think they'd have one like a student plus or something that makes it a little bit cheaper for them for the FitX sort of thing, because it's kind of it's not that much of a discount. So that's a bit, to be fair. And if I'm being honest anyway, it's probably worth spending the extra few pounds just to go for FitX than the basic one, unless you really really are tight when it comes to money. But it's more value if you just go for the FitX one. So for the actual gym, so this gym contains, not only does it have a gym, it has a swimming pool, a jacuzzi, and our steam room as well. It also has a cafe as well, but as I'm filming this, that is all getting kind of it's getting not a refit, but I can't say that word, so I'm not gonna say it, but it begins with R basically. Begins with R, and I don't mean refit either. So that's happening at the minute. So how the membership happens and stuff like that is you're actually given a card. So you're given a card and it gets, every time you come in it gets scanned, so there's no like pins or fingerprints or anything like that, because I know some people may not want a company keeping the fingerprints, whatever, and it's not a code that you need to remember. All you need to bring with you is a card, and you also have one where you can just attach it to a keychain as well. Now we're on the topic of cards. You don't actually need a lock either for your lockers in the changing room. It's literally a card. So if you've been to the swimming baths before and you put like money in a slot, it's basically that, but you put your card in the slot instead, and then you get a key that's like attached to like a rubber band sort of thing, but not a rubber band, like a rubber thingy anyway, which you can obviously put in your pocket or attach it to your water bottle or whatever. So there's that, so you don't actually need a locker. Did I say locker? I mean padlock. Cinnamon padlock. On to first impressions. Okay, first impressions. See, I don't. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest here. So, you come in, usually, I mean, well, if it was a hustle pass, then I wouldn't mind, because hustle passes, you know, they don't know if you've been to the gym or not. But when you've signed up for a gym membership and you go in and then you ask them, you know, you're new and stuff, and they ask if you got your card, no. At some point, they should show you around without you needing to ask to show you around the gym. I've not had that before. Again, gyms like Pure Gym and stuff like that where you get your pin anyway. Obviously, you'd have to ask, but for a gym that has, you know, they scan your card to get in, it has a reception. You'd assume, you fill out all this paper, you just assume someone would show you around, and it's not necessarily your job to ask. As I said, unless it's one of those ones where it's just the pin to pop in and you want to ask someone, can you show me around the gym? Not been before. Whereas this, where you literally fill in paperwork there and then. I've never had that before. I mean, even Access for Less showed me around the gym. So it was a bit, okay, whatever. I don't mind it, because I don't mind just like looking around the gym just to see what's there and, you know, what's there and what's not. But I know some people would rather not do that because they're self-conscious or whatever, for whatever reason. But I don't mind just walking around before I start a workout, find out where all the equipment is, or look completely lost. I don't I don't mind it. So there I give it a not the greatest for customer service, just because of that. You may think that's a bit fussy, but as I said, not necessarily, really. I mean, it's a lot of money you're paying for the membership. That's what I keep bearing in mind. The money that I'm paying for a membership, the price it is, I expect some, you know, some good, you know, customer service. I'm not saying the staff is shit, but I'm just saying maybe go a little bit extra further, you know, just saying. So basically, so how this gym works, so it's on, technically it's on 2 levels, but all of it, basically, the non-functional stuff, well, there's some functional stuff at the bottom as well, are all on the same level. So you got all your cardio equipment, all your weight equipment, dumbbells, plate equipment. It is all on one level. So you've got all your cardio equipment at one end. Now, when it comes to cardio equipment, it's more than Energize Fitness, but again, it's a bit limited to what I'm used to seeing when it comes to like Pure Gym and Access for Less, where it's just and JD Gym as well, where it's just loads of cardio equipment because they are usually the most popular, and then with just a few row machines, because no one likes to use a row machine, and I'm like, people, you don't understand the benefits of using the row machine. But anyway, off that. And then you got that in one end, and then you've got like this area, it's like a square, and it's like a functional training area. So it's got your jump boxes, it's got your kettlebells, it's got the battle ropes, it's got that other equipment, I can't remember what it's called now. Is it a DRTX? I can't remember. JD had it. It'll be in one of those pictures anyway in this video. I can't remember what it's called now. It just helps do like body weight exercises. I for the death of me, I can't remember what it's about, what it's called. And then you've got a line of weighted machines, like literally a line, and then at the other side you've got like leg equipment. It is so limited. This is why this like video is going to be like sort of like I'm not that sure about it sort of thing. There's not that much weighted equipment at all, and it's not even like 2 of each. Like sometimes you're waiting, like today would be a good example. So first off, I had to use this last. There's a lot of times, so I have an order in doing things and I will swap and change. I'm not an asshole that just, I need to do this in this particular order as such, but sometimes it does help, or sometimes I'll have to take longer rests just because it's like from one tricep exercise to another tricep exercise. Anyway, going off topic. So, but the chest press, the machine weight chest press is quite popular, so that I had to wait till late. So you get what I mean? So it's limited to the weighted weight fucking I'll speak weighted machines. I'm sure there's probably a better word for it, but the weighted machines are popular, the ones that are popular that you should have two of, because it's not even like, it's a weird one when I see things like that, because it's not like they've not got the room. They have got the room. Like, this place is big. They have got the room to stick another chest press machine down or another shoulder machine press. Like, there's plenty of room. It's just, I don't know. I don't know why they don't do it, because this gym can get busy. Like, this is literally in Pride Park. Literally every business is in Pride Park. There's so many businesses in Pride Park, especially early morning. Especially early morning, the gym is busy. It dies down a little bit later in the morning, because the time I've been here so far, I've been going like morning time, I've been afternoon, but it still has been somewhat busy, but more busier earlier in the morning. So it's like, and then they've got the plating machines and everything like that. They've got two deadlift platforms. I'm gonna joke about this, right? So they've got two. They've got one in the middle, nowhere near a mirror, and then they've got one next to the mirror. Now that's not the one that I'm gonna say is a joke. The joke is the one with the mirrors. There's a sign saying "Don't slam the weights." Okay, I'll tear my bicep instead. Like, this is the first time I've seen that near a deadlift. I've not seen that before. I've seen it where dumbbells are before in gyms where people bang them on the floor, but I've never seen it where the deadlift, like in a deadlift platform, because the whole point of the deadlift platform is it is on a it's reinforced floor. I know someone had a problem one time in excess for less, but they ain't got a sign basically saying you couldn't do Olympic. Was it clean and jerk? Basically, you couldn't throw the weight at a higher. I think it's called a clean and jerk, where you lift it up your head. I think it's a clean and jerk. I'm probably wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably 100% wrong. I'm butchering it. But I thought it was funny seeing that on there, because I just ignored it. I was like, fuck you. And I believe they've either got one or two. I can't remember. Squat racks. Now onto the dumbbells again. I had to share weights, which I don't mind. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind. But when I'm doing bicep curls, I have a strict minute rest in between, and I don't want to say no to somebody because I'm being a bitch. But I thought it was shared, so we were sharing with three people. Especially when it goes to below the weights, they were like 12k for a gym to only have one set of 12k dumbbells. I mean, it looked like that was all it was. Obviously there was other people using it, but I swear that was only 12k in that area. Cinema learn how to speak. Obviously there's quite a few people in that area, but I swear that was only 12 kilogram dumbbell, and it's like, really? It's okay having multiples in like heavier weights, but you need multiples in lower weights because they're going to be the more popular. I know some people are saying 12 kilograms aren't that low. It is low if you're comparing to, like, you know, people in the gym and stuff and gym pros. It's a low weight. So that was a bit weird in itself. They don't have a lot of benches either as well. Again, they've got the space for it. Don't understand. But anyway, that out the way. So you've got another area as well which you can stretch and stuff and use like body weight exercises and stuff like that. They have a few dumbbells, but they're like dumbbells for like isolation movements and stuff, basically, really, really light. And then you go upstairs. So you go upstairs and there's this area which it's like it used to be, apparently they used to have like a girls female only area, but they changed it up. So there's still cardio machines and they've got another sledge upstairs because they've got one downstairs, they've got one upstairs. But they've also got like boxing bags, and I can't remember what this other thing is called now, but I think people use it for MMA training. But I thought that area is pretty cool because, you know, if I want to, it's out the way. And if you want to just like, if you are female, you want to use that area, use that area. But I will say the females in this gym, there's quite a lot more that actually do weights, and it just makes me feel happy inside. I'm just going to point that out. It makes me feel happy inside. So that's the layout, and then you've got the studios, and then you've got the cycle, the spin studio as well, and then the other studios for whatever other classes they do. Going on to the classes in the weekdays start from like after 6 in the morning, which I love, because obviously sometimes I struggle. Sometimes I want to go to the gym early in the morning, I struggle for ideas on what to do that's short, and then obviously if there's a class going, I'll just go do the class before work, if there's like time, constraints. I want to say that's the word. But yeah, time constraints. When it comes to music, oh my God, it's the first gym ever. The first gym ever where if my Bluetooth headphones give up, I won't care, because the music is it's so much variety. It's unbelievable. And I really want to do a spin class, because the spin class is on the way to the changing rooms, and you can hear them pumping out music. I'm like, oh my God, I love this gym just for the music. But anyway. So the changing rooms are massive. I don't really need to go into detail of that. They're big. They have TV. They have a TV, which is a bit random. They have a TV in the changing room, and they also have the TVs in the gym area. I believe as well the bicycles, I think you can watch Netflix on. I'm not 100% sure, but it's only like the bicycles that have like touchscreens capability. So I'm guessing you can watch Netflix. Don't get me wrong, I don't use bicycles anymore because I hated using them, and I was like, why am I doing this? Why would I use something I hate to use? Like, what is this serving any purpose? No, it's not. So there's that, and I think that is basic. Oh, the swimming pool. So I thought that's basic. That's it. That's everything all about the gym. Now the swimming pool. So the swimming pools, it's just one swimming pool. They do classes in there sometimes. It's split in half. Well, not in half, because that'd be a little bit unfair, but it's kind of cut with rope. So basically, if you want to do strokes, you stay in that side, and if you just want to chill, there's that side. They've then got a jacuzzi as well. Oh my God, I've never been in a jacuzzi before, and it feels so good. Is it a jacuzzi? It is a jacuzzi, right? The bubbly thing is a jacuzzi. I hope it's a jacuzzi. I don't want to sound stupid. And then they have a steam room. Now, I've questioned over the steam room because it is unisex, so anyone can do it. It's shared. Should I say unisex? Shared. It's a shared steam room. One of the reviews I did look at said, I mean, it's kind of negative of the gym, but it said that the Asians in the saunas or steam room, should I say, I think it means the same sort of thing, stare at the girls and make them feel uncomfortable, which is a bit awkward. If you're not into that sort of thing, then obviously it's not for you. I've not been in the steam room. As I said, I've only been in the sauna. I've only just been in the jacuzzi, and I probably only just use the jacuzzi, because I mean, what's better, a steam room or jacuzzi? What would you rather do? I'd rather sit in the jacuzzi. Anyway, I feel this video is going to be the longest video I've done, just because there's so much in this gym. So, first off, is it worth the money? This, honestly to God, this comes down to what you look for in a gym. Honestly, don't bother signing up to this gym if at any point you're not planning on using the swimming pool, the swimming facilities on a regular basis, because otherwise it's just wasting your money. Because yeah, technically you could argue and say you do get it back when you get the 20% off or the 10% off to spend in the store, but to be honest with you, it's just not worth it for you, because it's just expensive in itself. I mean, you can go to Energize Fitness for half that price, and they've got more equipment and everything like that. Okay, they don't have a swimming pool. Okay, they don't have a steam room, but if you're more into, you know, the gym and the actual gym equipment and everything like that, then you're better off just going to somewhere like this. Places like these, they are quite expensive, but you are sort of paying for the swimming pool and stuff like that. But I do find the gym, if I'm going to be 100% honest, I do find the gym a little bit disappointing because I do expect it to have a little bit more equipment for the price that I am paying. Again, you are getting the swimming pool, you are getting a jacuzzi, you are getting a steam room for it added to the mix, but still it's still like a question mark of a little bit expensive for me. As I said, if you want a gym with a steam room, there's JD gyms. They've got a sauna. You know what I mean? It's just it's a hard one. It's just to justify if you're gonna use both of them. You know, regularly. Are you gonna swim regularly? Are you know, intertwine with your gym? You know what I mean? That sort of thing. Because if you're just gonna use the swimming pool, once a month? Honestly, for the price, it really isn't worth it. So that's what my overall, you know, feelings of the gym. If you're somebody who, you know, swims quite frequently but also works out as well, then it's perfect for you. But if you're just gonna, even if you're just gonna go swimming as well, it wouldn't be worth it. You know, you can get, I'm sure you can get like monthly passes at, you know, at Derby Council to go to Queen Street, or where Moorways is all done up, to go swimming in Moorways, you know, or pay, you know, they do pay as you go as well. But, you know, if you're just going to do one thing, the main point is if you're just going to do one thing, then it really isn't worth the money. But, you know, as I said, it's limited equipment, they've got the space, it's slightly annoying. I mean, it's more limited, more weighted equipment than Energized Fitness, and that's smaller. So, I mean, there's that as well. But yeah, that is it for this review. So, bye, guys.